Morning students, today we are going to begin with the new topic, that is median. In the previous lectures we have studied about the altitudes. What are altitudes? Altitude is a segment which joins a vertex to its opposite side by drawing a perpendicular segment. It is a perpendicular segment which joins one vertex and opposite side. And we have drawn the altitudes for right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle and acute angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the point of concurrence of altitudes is the vertex where the right angle is formed. जिस वर्टेक्स पे ट्राइंगल का राइट एंगल बनता है वही वर्टेक्स ऑर्थोसेंटर होती है, क्योंकि ये एक परपेंडिकुलर सेगमेंट है, ये एक अपोजिट साइड पे परपेंडिकुलर है और ये थर्ड, तो तीनों कहाँ ज्वाइन होती है? बी वर्टेक्स पे, जहाँ पे राइट एंगल बना है ट्राइंगल का वहीं पे ऑर्थोसेंटर होता है. इन एन ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल ट्राइंगल द ऑर्थोसेंटर इज आउटसाइड द ट्राइंगल एंड in an acute angle triangle orthocenter is inside the triangle. So what we have learned, altitudes of a triangle pass exactly through one point, that means they are concurrent. The point of concurrence is called orthocenter and it is denoted by O. Orthocenter of a right angle triangle is the vertex of right angle. Orthocenter of obtuse angle triangle is in the exterior of triangle. Orthocenter of acute angle triangle is in the interior of the triangle. Now we are going to learn what is a median. So the segment joining the vertex and midpoint of the opposite side is called a median of the triangle. So first we have to find the midpoint of all the three sides. So here D is the midpoint of HC. Midpoint means what? The point which divides this segment into two equal parts. Which are the two equal parts? HD and CD. These are the two equal parts of the segment HC. So when we join this midpoint to the opposite vertex F, then this segment is called as median. Median, midpoint, like this you have to remember. So median means what? It is a segment which joins one vertex and midpoint of opposite side. So here FD is the median of segment HC. So for drawing a median, what we should find? We should find the midpoint of P. We should find the midpoint P of side AB, midpoint Q of side BC and midpoint R of side AC. See here, P is the midpoint of AB, R is the midpoint of AC and Q is the midpoint of BC. And when we join midpoint with opposite vertex, we get the medians. And what we observe, that medians are concurrent. Altitudes are also concurrent, medians are also concurrent. Their point of concurrence is called centroid. Point of concurrence is called as centroid and it is denoted by capital letter G. Now we have to perform an activity. Draw three different triangles: right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle and acute angle triangle. Draw the medians of the triangles and find out where the centroid lies. So for finding the midpoint of every side, which method we will use? We will use the method of drawing perpendicular bisector. Bisector means what? It divides a segment into two equal parts. And midpoint means what? It also divides the segment into two equal parts. So for finding the midpoint, we have to draw the perpendicular bisector. So first we will do the activity for acute angle triangle. Here I have drawn an acute angle triangle without doing any measurement, just by using scale and pencil. Now we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of AC, BC and AB. This we have already done in our 7th standard, but again I will show you. For drawing the perpendicular bisector of BC, one time we will keep the compass on B and second time on C and take a distance more than half. पहले हम C पे रखेंगे और हाफ से ज़्यादा डिस्टेंस लेंगे. Then draw an arc above and draw an arc below. Okay, see, this is one arc, this is one arc. Now with same distance keep on point B. Draw an arc above, draw an arc below. Now mark the point of intersection of two arcs and join it with a pencil by drawing a very faint line. We just want the midpoint. So like this you will join. No need to join it till further. So this is the perpendicular bisector and this point is the midpoint of BC. Suppose we will give it a name X. So we got the midpoint. Now we will draw the perpendicular bisector of AB. How you will draw? First keep on B. Take distance more than half. It is already more than half. Draw one arc here, draw one arc here. Now keep on A. Draw one arc here and draw one arc here. Now mark the points of intersection and here also and join it using a faint line. So here we got our midpoint of AB. Suppose this is point Y. Now we have to draw the midpoint of AC. So for drawing the midpoint of AC, one time we will keep the compass on A and take distance more than half. It is already more than half. Draw one arc above and below. Then keep on C. Draw one arc above and below. Mark the point of intersection here and here and join it. So here we get the midpoint. Suppose Z. Z is the midpoint of AC. So what do you observe? That when we draw the perpendicular bisectors of all the three sides, perpendicular bisectors are concurrent. They are passing through the same point. This property we have seen in 7th standard only. But now we don't want this perpendicular bisector. That's why we have drawn it very faint. We just want this midpoint. Now what we will do? We will join the vertex with the midpoint. So A is a vertex, join it with X because X is the midpoint of its opposite side. X उसकी opposite side का midpoint है. तो A को X के साथ join करेंगे by a dark segment. C को Y के साथ join करेंगे because Y is the midpoint of opposite side of C. And B को Z के साथ join करेंगे. So these dark lines are the medians. And what do you observe? Medians, they pass through the same point, means they are concurrent. And this point of concurrence is called centroid, denoted by the letter G. And which are the medians? AX, BZ and CY. These are the medians which are concurrent. Understood? Now we will draw for a right angle triangle. So for right angle triangle also you have to draw the perpendicular bisector. So here I have drawn a right angle triangle PQR by using a protractor. I have used a protractor for drawing this 90-degree angle. अब हम पहले QR का perpendicular bisector बनाएंगे. So first keep on R. Take distance more than half and one arc above, one arc below. Now keep on Q, one arc above, one arc below, and join it by using a very faint line. First mark the point of intersection and join these 2 points by using a faint line. So where we got the midpoint of QR? Here. Suppose this is point A. Now midpoint of PQ. So first keep on P, then keep on Q. Take distance more than half. Above, below, 2 arcs. Now keep on P. And draw 2 arcs. Now mark the point of intersection. This point is here and this point is here. So join both the points with a faint line. So here we got the midpoint of PQ. Okay, midpoint of PQ. Suppose we give it a name as C. C is the midpoint of PQ. Now we have to draw the midpoint of PR. So again turn the page. First keep on P. Take distance more than half. Distance more than half. Draw one arc above, below. Now keep on R. Don't change the distance. One arc above, one arc below. Mark the points. This point of intersection and this point of intersection. And draw the line, faint line. So from where does this line intersect? At this point only. So suppose this is point B. So B is the midpoint of PR. What do you observe? When we draw 3 perpendicular bisector, they intersect at point B. B is the point of concurrence. We have already studied this in the previous year, that the point of concurrence of perpendicular bisectors of a right angle triangle lies on the hypotenuse. PR is what? It is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means what? Right angle triangle में right angle के सामने जो side होती है opposite, उस side को बोलते हैं hypotenuse. तो ये जो 3 परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर हमने ड्रॉ किए, इन तीनों का पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंस कहाँ पे है? हाइपोटेनियस के ऊपर. ट्राइंगल के अंदर भी नहीं है, ट्राइंगल के बाहर भी नहीं है, हाइपोटेनियस के ऊपर है. और यही पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंस PR का मिड पॉइंट है. अब हम सारे मिड पॉइंट्स ज्वाइन करेंगे अपोजिट वर्टेक्स के साथ. सो वी विल ज्वाइन P विथ A. P is the vertex, A is the opposite midpoint, R is the vertex, C is its opposite midpoint, and B is the midpoint for Q vertex. So what do you observe? That all these 3 medians, they intersect at the same point. And this point is called as centroid G. Understood? In acute angle triangle also medians are concurrent. In right angle triangle also the three medians are concurrent. Now last activity we will see for an obtuse angled triangle. इसके भी हम perpendicular bisector draw करेंगे. First we will draw the bisector of YZ. First keep on Z. Take distance more than half. Draw one arc above. Draw one arc below. Now don't change the distance and keep on Y. Above, below. Mark the point and join by using a faint line. So this is the midpoint of YZ. Suppose we will give it a name P. Now for XY we have to draw for XY. First keep on Y. Take distance more than half. Give an arc above and below. Then keep on X here and here. Now these two arcs are not intersecting. Again keep on Y and extend it little bit. Mark the point. This is the point of intersection and here this is the point of intersection. Join it using a faint line. This is the midpoint of XY. Suppose we will give it a name Q. Okay. Here I will just rub this arrow and extend it. Now which side is remaining? XZ. So again turn the page. First keep on X. Take distance more than half. Draw an arc above, below. Okay. Now with same distance keep on Z. Draw an arc here and here. So here which point we got? This one. And here which point we got? Here. Join the 2 points. So this we got as the midpoint of XZ. And suppose we will give it a name R. So last year property, perpendicular bisectors are concurrent, and for obtuse angle triangle the point of concurrence is outside the triangle. This is for perpendicular bisectors. Now we will join the medians. X opposite midpoint is P. So join XP, Z and Q, and Y and R. So XP, ZQ and YR are the three medians and they pass through the same point, and this point is called as centroid G. So here we complete all the three activities, and what we have observed, centroid of each triangle is in the interior of the triangle. Here centroid is in the interior, here also centroid is in the interior, and here also centroid is in the interior. ऑर्थोसेंटर में कैसा होता था? एक्यूट एंगल में इनसाइड, ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल में आउटसाइड, और राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल में वर्टेक्स पे. पर मीडियंस में क्या होता है? हर टाइप के ट्राइंगल में जो सेंट्रॉइड है वो ट्राइंगल के अंदर ही रहता है. सेंट्रॉइड इज प्रेजेंट इन द इंटीरियर ऑफ द triangle. So all these three activities you have to perform as a homework, and then in the next lecture we will start the last topic of this lesson. Understood? Thank you.